Jolie here for the English Mixed Martial Arts Association with Jack the Ripper, soon to be two-time Four Nations competitor. How's everything gone in the build-up?
Yeah, it's been a good camp. It's been a weird one because I fought Garen in the number one contender bout on Golden Ticket, and then I had a week off training and then straight back into it for a 5-week camp for the Four Nations, and still.
You say weird, but it doesn't seem too unnatural for you because you're always in the gym.
Yeah. It's the story of my career really. Like, since I've started, I've just been camp after camp after camp, and I've gained a lot of valuable experience. And I'm one of the most experienced amateurs out there, and I believe I'm the best amateur in the world. I know in my IMF World Championships I lost to the world champ, but I didn't show up. I let my emotions got the better of me. I'm still early in my career, but now I feel like on top of the world, you know what I mean? And I feel untouchable at the minute.
Do you feel like you're a bit more sprucey, a bit more experienced in the amateurs now?
Yeah, massively. Like, I feel like, I think it's going to show my level now. Like, people are going to realise, like, yeah, after this Four Nations, they're going to be like, this kid's something to be worried about. If they ain't already.
What do you think you've showed so far for people to be cautious, worried about?
Well, it's the timing as well. I fought in the Europeans after like 6 months of fighting in the European Championships, and I got bronze. I medalled. I fought Elias Erba, who's fought in the World Championships before. He got the silver, and he's come down to train this week. Actually, he's been a good training partner. But what I'm trying to say is, the short amount of time I've done it, and I'm competing against these guys who made their debut in 2019, and I believe I would have won that fight, but obviously tournament plays into it, fatigue stuff. But yeah. That's where I'm at.
And talking of obviously out in Serbia earlier on this year, you bounced back. We haven't spoken to you since that. How does it feel to be back in the win column? Although obviously you fought the best in the world and lost. How was it to win again?
It was nice. It was nice. It was like something I needed to win. You know what I mean? It's like there's points in your career, I think, where it's like now you got to do it. And like now with the Four Nations, this is one of them moments. Like, I've got to take it. I've got to take this opportunity, and I know I will. I'm coming. What I learned in my last fight, like, actually, I ain't going to speak on that. Carry on.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I'm guessing you've got a game plan all sorted. Then you just can't.
Yeah, that was just my mindset sort of thing. But I'll keep that to myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do you feel like it's changed? Not what you was not going to say then, but how do you think your mindset's changed over time in the amateurs? Because you've done sort of fantastic so far. Yeah,
it's this game. It's a lot of mental. It's like you can have the skills, you can be the best fighter, you can smash everyone in the gym, you can win the rounds, but it's the cage what matters. And I think that's even if people don't talk about it, that's the obstacle people have to overcome. The mind. They might think them strong-minded until they get put in a bad position. You know what I mean? And having people around me like Vaughan, Jake, I always mention them, but them big influences in my career, and seeing their mindset, it makes me realise, I need to step up my game. Like, I need to have that bulletproof mind, and now nothing can faze me. Like, in the World Championships fight, I got emotional after the first round. I was like, oh man, I need to get this kid, I need to get him. But watching it back, I don't need to rush, and I'll just give him the fight, because he's world champion, but I believe I'm a more skilled fighter than him, you know what I mean? It's just that my mind bet me that fight, and that's what the amateurs are for. I'm so early in my career, but now I feel like I'm in the best place possible.
What can people expect then from Jack the Ripper next week in Wales, Four Nations for the second time? What can people expect?
Well, obviously, and still, I'm going to be the champ. I'm 100% winning that competition. I believe that with all my heart. I'm making sure it happens. I'm going to be Four Nations champion, and then you just expect high level stuff, man. Expect masterclasses, because when I show up, it's going to be a big level gap.